And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Round Rock, Texas, as OKC baseball is on the air. The Comets baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 30 app. Danny DeVoe is getting ready for today's as I'm going to go ahead and just take care of my starting lineup real quick. Alright. Getting ready for today's game between the Comets and the Express.
And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. We bring you AAA baseball from the Pacific Coast League. It's the Oklahoma City Comets and the Round Rock Express. First pitch coming your way next.
Oh, yeah.
Just about set to go. And on the hill, Jack Leiter. Here's what you need
Jack
to know.
Leiter.
He's going to need to command all four of his pitches to have a great game in this one. If one of those four isn't working, it makes it a lot easier for hitters to guess what's coming. And that's not a situation he wants to find himself in. Coming up to the
Justin Dean.
Oklahoma City, Justin Dean.
333 average, no homers, no RBIs. He's batting right. Jack Leiter's first pitch of the evening. It's outside, and we're underway for ball one. We're underway at 7:05.
First pitch, 7:06.
7:06. Actually, I take that back.
Late swing, fouled it off.
Josue De Paula not playing tonight. Gonna have a day off.
Here's the 1-1.
Leiter's next pitch. There's a fly ball to center field. Pilar is under it. One away in the first.
Batting second, the second baseman,
Aaron Bracho, now at the plate.
Aaron Bracho, 324 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, batting left. Leiter's first pitch. Swings at the ground ball, bounce off the mound, heads in the center field for a base hit.
That's a 1-out single.
Great way to start off the game.
Right there of an up-the-middle approach pays off. If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently, you'll probably move up the ladder soon.
David Bodie, 227 average, 2 homers, 3 RBIs.
David Bodie, hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run.
Way outside, ball 1.
11, batting third today, and he's been crossing the plate quite a bit lately with 8 runs scored in the last 10 games.
Next pitch.
Pitch misses there.
That's outside.
After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing.
Yep, that's important. Next pitch. Here's a blooper to right field. That's a base hit.
And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second. Back-to-back singles. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get
Ryan Ward is up.
Then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. First,
302 average, 1 homer, 7 RBIs for Ryan Ward.
Ryan Ward tearing it up at the plate recently. It's in each of the last 6
Outside
games.
for ball 1.
No strike.
Here's the 1-0 offering. Popped in the air, left field. 2 down.
2 away.
Two outs and runners.
There's Eddie Rosario.
Here's the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
289 average, 5 homers, 14 RBIs, batting left. Leiter's first pitch.
And that one
Fouled away. Comets in their grays, OKC in straight line letters on the left side with the C being a comet and OK in blue and teal letters. Same with the right numbers on the front left.
Fly ball lifted in the air, right field.
Blue numbers on the back, gray pants. Same with the hats on the C. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for the Comets. We go to the bottom of the first.
We move on to the bottom of the first.
No score. Comets are 6-5, Express 5-6.
We're back here at the ballpark. And towing the slab in this one, Landon Knack. Here's a closer look. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, he's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only
Comet
has
C
one or
with the
two of those
baseball
pitches
bat
working,
inside
batters
with
will
the
have
blue
an
hats
easier
and
time
the
guessing what's
teal
coming.
brims.
Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration,
Leading off,
it gives you a
Express,
leg up
the
against the
left
pitcher.
fielder,
Coming
Sam.
up to the dish for Round Rock, Sam Haggerty.
First pitch for Knack. Outside for strike. Express in their home whites, Express across the front in blue scripted letters with a red outline. Run numbers on the front
Here's
left.
the 0-1 pitch.
Blue letters on the back. Red numbers on the back. White pants, blue hats. As there's a ground out to first for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Trevor.
So up next,
Trevor, however, 308 average, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. He's batting left. First pitch. That's called for a strike. Next pitch.
That one
That's
fouled.
fouled away.
1 out and the base is empty.
Next pitch.
Got the hitter
Swing and a
swinging
miss
for the
on a
strikeout.
change up
First moving quickly
for
tonight,
strike
2
two,
away.
1 away, or 2 away in the first.
Next
The
up,
YouTuber, by the way, our
designated
producer and
Alan
engineer back in our Blue Hedgehog
Making a
studios.
lot
D-Devil
of
is here
contact
in Del
recently,
Diamond. As
making
here's a
a
ground
5-game
ball.
hitting streak
Friedland's
with a
got
knock in
it
this one.
over the first,
Sends it to
and the
first.
and the
3 up
Express
and
down in
down,
order.
Inning over. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0.
No scores. We go to the second. 6, 7, 8 hitters. Hosey, Rushing, Newell due up for the Comets.
Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with
Fighters had 11 pitches. Here's his first pitch.
Then you ought to call Ralph's Weasel Emporium. the
That's
experts
popped
for
up.
all your vermin needs. And there's 1 down.
1 away.
Here-
That was Cody Freeman who made the
Catcher,
catch.
Dalton Rushing.
243 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs for Dalton Rushing, batting left. First pitch.
Cranked out to
Here's a
right
crank to
center.
right
And that
center
looks like it'll
field,
be trouble.
and that's going to be trouble, and that's going to bounce off, but that's going to be a single. So they're not going to test a runner. He'll stay at first for a single.
The right fielder, number
Man at first with 1 gone.
Chris
And now, Chris Newell.
Newell's up. 187 average, no homers and
Getting the desired
RBI.
results at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss on a curve for strike 1.
Second inning, no score thus far.
Should have not swung at that if you're Chris Newell.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy double play.
2, second for 1, throw to first in time to end the
1 hit in the inning, but no
1 inning. No runs a hit, none left. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. I think that's going to be a
Bottom half of inning number 2.
I don't know what they ruled it.
Express, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pollard up. Next 6 pitches. That's fouled away. 764 on base percentage. 263 average for Kevin Pillar. 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Batting right. Next 6 pitch.
Turned on,
Here's
but
a
that's
fly ball to
fouled
left
down the
field.
third
That's
base
going to be
line.
foul.
That fastball was very hittable, but the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher needs to adjust. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Out of the
Gets a piece,
way.
Stays alive.
Next pitch for Knack.
Good job to
Fouled
find that
away.
one off.
Of course, the YouTuber's only a couple of series behind me as I'm taping this. He's already on the Sugarland series, the season opener,
Struck out
as that's
for
a slider for strike 3. We're already on the Round Rock series.
Next
We
up
halfway
for the
through this
Express,
series.
Justin Foscue. Really
Justin
strong hitting
Foscue.
performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
There's a fly ball to left field. That's heading foul. 250 average for Justin Foscue. No homers and 2 RBIs. Batting right. Next pitch for Landon Knack.
Blooper to
There's a fly ball to right field. Newell's going to try to get under it, but it'll be dropped for a base hit in the right field, giving the Express their first hit of the night.
It doesn't always have to be to get a hit. So frustrating for the pitcher. Executed well.
Dustin Harris is up.
But he still managed to
Next, the
muscle
first
enough
pitch.
to the outfield.
Here's a fly ball to
Great
center
hit.
field.
Digging in, Dustin Harris. And there are 2 down.
There's
Roll
2
over to
away.
first.
Didn't get a chance to go over Dustin Harris's stats. Dustin Harris was a 176 average. We'll get his stats in just a sec when we get to the next time he bats. Cody Freeman, no homers, no RBIs, batting .231. Batting right, first pitch for Knack. Here's a fly ball to left field. Rosario is under it. He'll make the catch. Now in the inning, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We head to the third with no score. No score.
All set for the start of this inning. Stepping to the plate.
Alex Freeland, 912 hitters due up. 185 average for him, 1 homer and 1 RBI. Batting left. First pitch. Down low for ball. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts last night. Here's a left field. That's going to go for a base hit all the way, heading for the wall. Freeland's going to stop at second, as they will not. That'll be a double for Freeland.
Over that one. Great back control on that pitch. Got a pitch on the outside.
I'll bring up Justin Dean, who flew out his first time up, batting right.
The other way for the knock.
First
Now
pitch.
they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position.
Mm-hmm. 4th hit for the Comets today.
Strike 2.
Swing and a miss. Down low for strike 2.
Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. He steps out for time behind 0-2.
Excuse me.
0-2, and the delivery.
Swing and a miss on a slider for strike 3.
Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout.
Aaron Broncho.
Now it's the second baseman.
Singled his first time up.
Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. Ripped, but it curls foul.
That's going to be fouled away.
On 0-1.
Lighters next pitch.
Swing and a high fly to left. It's pretty deep.
It's going to be
Hauls it
not
in
caught,
for the out.
and the runner at second will stay put.
Now batting. Third
Digging in
baseman.
for the Comets.
David Bodie.
Bodie.
1 for 1 with a single so far. Lifted in the air to right center. Hopper. And that will retire the side.
Yep, now in the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the inning.
Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. No score.
No score.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Jonathan Ornelas. Next pitch popped
Out of the
foul.
way.
This one off to the right, and it'll get out of play.
That's
The
outside.
first pitch they've taken for a ball in this one, and it's been a long time coming.
That's a fly ball to left field. Rosario is going to be under it. Couple of steps back will make the catch, and there's one away here in the 3rd.
And here's the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
That's popped up. Bodie, right by foul territory, will take a couple of steps back. Will make the catch for the second out.
Wants a mulligan after that
Now
swing.
batting.
That one
Left
was
field.
right
Sam
down
Haggard
the pipe,
up.
The kind of pitch hitters dream about.
Sam Haggerty grounded out his first time up. That's popped up. Rushing under it, and the Express down in order.
Nothing across here this half. End of 3. No score.
Somebody had to go get his
Top 4
mask.
with the Comets at the
Top of the 4th, no score, no runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Comets, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Express. Ryan Ward up. flew out his first time up. Gainful is here at Dell Diamond. As here's a fly ball to center field. And that will be caught for the first out. The each of our producer and engineer back in our Blue Hedgehog studios.
One run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game.
Rosario's up.
Seems like that
That's
was
called
just
for
a good
strike.
framing right there. Stole a strike. Line drive.
That's a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Or in foul territory.
They shifted over thinking he'd pull the
There's the
ball
fifth hit tonight for the Comets.
Because he had a frozen rope
Cody
right down the
Hosey.
line for the knock. That's a great swing.
Don't know why he
Hosey
swung at
now
that.
in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Right through there for a
That's
strike.
called for a strike. Go for 4 with a strikeout last night.
Swings and misses.
Swing and a miss. Not sure why he swung at that. That'll be the second
Here's the
out.
catcher, Dalton Rushing.
That's called for a strike. Singled this first time up.
The 0-1. That one hit to right. Hopper on the move.
That's going to be caught now in the inning. No runs a hit and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the fourth.
No runs,
Nothing
one
hit.
No errors, and a runner left on base. Midway through the fourth, we're all tied, 0-0. Welcome back. The Express at the dish in the bottom of the fourth.
That's called for a
26
strike.
years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Hard line.
There's a fly ball to ground ball to right field. That's going to be a ground roll double.
For an automatic double. And
Second hit for the Express.
Trejo. Nobody out, runner at second base.
That's
Big opportunity
curveball
the
for strike
offense.
1. Grounded out his
We're here
first
in the
time
bottom
up,
of the
batting
fourth.
right.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Ground ball right side.
That's going to be a base hit.
Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. The tag,
Safe, and
they take
it's
the lead. 1-0.
RBI single for Trejo, and the Express lead at 1-0.
That was clutch. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on
Swing
that
and a miss
round.
for strike 1.
The batter now whiffs for strike 1.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Checks over to first, back safely.
Fouled away.
Trejo takes his lead at first, nobody out.
That's
Foul
fouled
ball, still
away.
0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Next pitch.
Can't connect
Swing and a
on the curve. He
miss.
strikes out.
One away there in the fourth.
And now, Justin Foscue. More than
Check swing for
80% of
strike
his first
1.
pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this outing.
Emmett Sheehan going to stretch out in the bullpen.
Foul ball there. Runner at first,
Already
one
got
away.
action going on in the Comets bullpen.
Puts this one in the air down the line. 2 down.
2 away. So Emmett Sheehan just going to get stretched.
So digging in, Dustin Harris.
Called for a strike. Dustin Harris acquired from the A's back in 2020.
On the ground, out to short. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
That's going to be an error.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman.
Cody Freeman.
Cody Freeman. Just going to go ahead and sit him down. Already got some action going on in the Comets bullpen.
Pop up, foul on the right side.
Ryan Ward's going to get it. We'll make the catch to end the inning. Run on 2 hits, an error, and a runner left.
It's now 1-0.
We have the 5th. Comets trail 1-0.
We're back here at the ballpark. We're in the top half of the 5th. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Chris Newell. This one lifted in the air, left field, Haggerty. 1 down.
That was really swung too late.
Now it's the shortstop, Alex Freeland. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Time called for.
Time called before the first pitch.
Out towards left center, Haggerty.
Haggerty's going to get in. There's the second out.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Justin Dean.
First pitch for Dustin Dean, 0 for 2 today.
Cut on and miss.
Swinging a miss, strike 1. 2 for 5 with a double his last game.
Took a sharp turn at the last second. So he steps out on the timeout. 2 down and nobody aboard. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Well struck out to left. And
That's going to be a base hit. That's going to one-hop the wall.
And now the tying run is
And the tying run is aboard.
into scoring position.
Now batting,
We hear a
the
lot
second
about how the
baseman,
numbers
Aaron
turn against the pitcher the third
Broncho.
time through the order, and that
Aaron
might be
Broncho
what's
1 for
happening
2
here.
tonight.
Looking at the manager, he may have a decision
That's
to
called
make.
for a
Broncho,
ball.
The next to hit, takes ball 1.
Fouled
back
away.
and that's out of play. Good rip, but that 98-mile-per-hour heat just a cut above. And 1-2. That's pretty good command on a pitch we haven't seen him use much in this one. Calls for time at the plate. He gets it. Sit down looking for the
All for strike 3, no runs, a hit, and a runner left.
Bottom half of
Halfway
inning
through
number
the
5
halfway
at the
through the
Express
game,
Bank.
1-0 Express. Ball 1, 3 for 3 with a 2-run homer last night for Jonathan Ornelas. 571 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Which he flew out his first time up.
1-0 and the pitch.
Out of the way.
Fouled off. He was late. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. No. He swings
That's
and
fouled
fouls
away.
well.
Fouled away.
The 2-2. Struck out.
That's
looking
called for
good.
strike
Back to
3.
K.
2
And
away,
the leadoff
or 1
hitter
away in the
set down
5th.
Tucker Barnhart digs in now. 0 for 1, popped out foul to third the first time up.
Ball 1.
That's a good effort by the pitcher with a
1-0.
tempting breaking ball that hooked inside, but a good job as well by the batter to lay off it. Next pitch, in for a strike.
1-1.
Emmett Sheehan, who left the game with an injury, I believe is going to be the original starter for the Comets. That swung on a miss for strike 3, 2 away in the 5th.
The lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Sam Haggerty. High fly ball.
Another fly
towards
ball to
center.
left field. Rosario's under it. And the Express down in
that's the end of the
order.
inning. 5 innings down, the Express with the lead. 1. We're set for the top of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, David Bodie.
1 for 2 tonight for David Bodie.
This one in
There's
the
a
air to
fly
right.
ball, but
And there's one
caught.
down.
Comets just had so many chances
now
to
it's
get
the
something going. They just can't get anything going.
Hole hitter, Ryan Ward. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. On a cold night like this, hitters are trying to get out in front so they don't get jammed. A pitcher can counter that by using the off-speed stuff more frequently. Flip to the pitcher covering.
He's out.
That's 2 away.
Digging in for the Comets.
Eddie Rosario's up.
1 for 2.
Last time Comets lost back-to-back games was against Sugarland.
The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive.
1 for 4 with a solo homer last night.
But then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard.
Get something going, but they just can't get anything going, and they're down in order.
We move on to we're in the bottom of the
Bottom of the
sixth.
sixth.
Digging in for the Express, Trevor Hauver.
That's out.
Dances away from that one. That one's spoiled, and it's now 2-1. Swing and a miss late on that one. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Pitch missed outside.
Ball 3. Alan
They'll
Trejo
probably
on
get
deck.
A decent pitch to hit in this spot. They know the 3-hole
Next
hitter is
pitch.
on deck. Skies it to right field.
Newell's under it. Backs up,
And
makes the
there's one
catch,
away.
and there's 1 away.
Just missed that one a bit. A half
Alan
inch closer to
Trejo.
the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Next up for the
Ball.
Express, Alan Trejo.
1 for 4.
No strikes.
1-0 pitch. Grounder left
No,
side,
that's foul.
and it goes just foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out to short. Freeland.
Row to first.
In time.
2 away.
Base is empty with 2 out. Next up, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Strike.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next one's
Out of the
fouled
way.
back.
Comets need to get something going in the 7th coming up.
Fights it off.
That's
We'll see
out of the
another.
way.
0-2, rocks and fires. Ripped on the
Roncho's
ground to
got
second.
it. Over to
Works it
first.
to first.
Express down in order.
Spare, and that's the inning. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We're through 6 full innings. The Express out in front, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Cody Hosey. Nice outing working late into this game, and a first pitch strike rate better than 70%. The pitching coach will give him props. For that. Strike 2. Still good life on that pitch late in this game. Time called as he tries to refocus, down 0-2. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. And the count 1-2.
Side ball 1.
Slider
That's
misses away.
outside.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. That one misses.
Foul, low ball
3-2.
3. Dalton
I'm
rushing on
expecting to
deck.
try and put a fastball in the zone to avoid the leadoff walk. The hitter might be able to exploit that. Battling here, fouls it away. Now the payoff pitch.
Pitch.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And
That would have been ball
hitter
4 if he
in the
didn't swung at that. 1 away in the 7th.
seventh. And the next batter, Dalton rushing.
Ball.
Impressive
Outside ball
efficiency on the
1.
mound in this game.
Ball.
That's outside. 1-0 Express here in the 7th.
That one in the air.
There's a
center
fly
field.
ball to center field, but it's
2 away now.
caught. Oh, that was a good hit, but just could not get it down, and it's 2 away in the 7th.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, bases empty.
Comets have got to get something. They're in danger of losing back-to-back.
Swing, high fly ball to center field.
That's going to be caught.
And that's the third.
Comets down in order. Time to stretch here in Round Rock. It's 1-0 Express.
Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Justin Foscue. A frozen rope. Reaching down, makes the catch.
That's a bit caught.
Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break
Dustin
with the lineup,
Harris.
but a really nice cut. So up next, Dustin Harris. The slider has been great for him tonight, and he's got these hitters all twisted up with it.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yanked
No
that
ball,
changeup
2
back.
strikes.
Just diabolical.
Fouled away.
1 out and the base is empty. Swings
Swing and a
misses.
miss.
Gotta
Way
chase
outside for strike 3.
3. And here's the
Cody
first baseman.
Freeman.
1-0.
Excuse me. Fouled away.
And the 1-1.
Ball 2.
That's outside.
2 down and
Inside
nobody
ball
aboard.
2.
You're in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Here's a pop.
That's popped up. Rushing has got it.
Under it.
Make the
That
catch.
is the inning.
And that's the inning.
No runs,
Round Rock
no
down in
hits,
order.
No errors. 8th inning coming up next. Round Rock with the lead, 1-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
45.
JT Shagwa.
JT
Will get to
JT
work on
Shagwa.
holding his lead.
Jaguar.
He's been on it. He's only. This is like his.
Freeland
Yep.
swings through it for
Miss,
strike
strike 1.
Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Josh Spores, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Curvello also throwing.
Tony Gonsolin will be in. So that'll be it for Dalton Rushing, who pitched 7 good innings, but more than likely could face a no decision
0-1 now.
if the Comets can tie it up.
Swings through that one. Some nasty
0-2.
action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. He steps out for time behind 0-2.
Look out going into the Express bullpen or dugout.
That one is foul. We'll see another. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck out swinging. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Justin Dean. 1 for 3.
Flew out in the first, strikeout in the 3rd. He doubled in the 5th, batting right. First pitch.
1-0.
Outside. Almost hit him.
The 1-0 pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball. 1
Oklahoma
strike.
City trailing by 1. And we're in the top of the 8th. Chance to
High
refocus
time.
now as he asks for time.
Down low, and that's fouled away.
That misses
Outside.
and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So 2 down now, and here at the plate.
And Broncho single in the first, flew on the third, strike out in the fifth.
They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball.
Oklahoma City has not had anything going tonight. That's fouled away, and we'll continue it on with an 0-2.
He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. Now here's the 0-2. Fights that one off. We'll reset and do it again.
Next pitch. Ground ball over the first. Comets down in order again, as they're still trailing 1-0.
New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tony Gonsolin. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Well, it's a one-run ball game. Coming
Ornelas.
up from Round Rock, Jonathan Ornelas. This one in the air, center field, Dean. And there's one down.
Yep, one away.
And now it's going to be Tucker Barnhart.
Barnhart 0 for 2 tonight. Gonsolin's first pitch. Way down low for ball 1. 6,623.
A splitter, a slider, and he sometimes goes to the curveball. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-1 offering. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. Just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. And a foul ball,
Fouled away.
Stays alive.
That's ground ball to Freeland. Over the first, 2 away.
With that kind of downward action on the slider, you're going to get a lot of grounders just like that. Hard to lift it. Base is empty with 2 out. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Sam Haggerty.
Fouled away. That's deep right field. You can forget it. It is gone. A home run for Sam Haggerty to right field. And the Express lead at 2-0.
They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump.
Just so many chances the Comets have had trying to win this game to get on the board, and unfortunately, Haggerty took advantage.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Trevor Hauver. Hit hard, but
fouled away.
To the left. The 0-1 offering. Swing and
a struggling series for the Comets here tonight.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
0-2.
And there's
on low, ball 1.
1-2.
Now they got to score 2 runs instead of 1. That's called for strike 3. That will end the inning, but not before the Express get a homer from Sam Haggerty.
Coming on this solo home run, and it's 2-zip.
2-0 Express as we head to the 9th.
pitching.
Back now and
Express.
on the mound, the closer,
Number
Josh
66.
Spores. No such
Josh
thing as
Spores.
an easy save, but he's got the right approach.
Got the
and
save
attitude
last
to
night.
thrive in these moments.
David Bodie, single in the first, flew out in the third and the
David
sixth.
Bodie getting ready to hit. He reached back and blew
That's called for a
the foul
strike.
by him.
One strike.
Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Down 0-2, swings through it. That slurve was beautiful. Great break, and he was able to get the swing and miss. Ball one there.
Outside. Next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
And a miss on a
Strikeout.
slider for strike
And a
3.
strikeout. That's out number 1 here in the ninth.
That's been the game. That's been like this tonight for the Comets.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Ryan Ward. Bash down the right side, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Next pitch.
One more.
Way high for ball 1.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Only one out remaining.
Down to their final
So
out.
down to their final out of this one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Comets are down their final strike. Or final out, rather. They're down their final 2 strikes.
The 0-1. Inside.
Whoa,
almost got there.
outside.
That'll back him up a bit. Right side, and that's just foul. Slider, slider, slider. I'm sensing a trend here. And time called it home before the 1-2 pitch.
Comets down their final strike.
Oklahoma City down to their last strike.
They're gonna miss strike 3, and that will end the game.
That's the ball game.
Comets fall 2-0 as they get shut out again.
2-0 your final here in
As
this one.
nothing went
Thanks for
right for the
dropping
Comets,
by
and
joining me on
unfortunately
wonderful
another
food here on the
loss.
show. I'm
Back-to-back
Ben Galvin.
losses for the
Talk to you soon.
Comets for the first time since Sugarland. 2-4-0 for the Express, 0-6-1 for the Comets. Not the way that the Comets were hoping for, as they had so many chances to get on the board. A lot of no runs, hits, and a runner left, so they left 6 runners on base in the loss. 1 for the Express. 3. Yep, 3 left on. Forgot to mention Joe McDonald was your umpire. Carl Dixon, Eric Summerscale, Frederick Ferguson, and it was like 59 degrees. So Jack Leiter gets the win. 6 hits, 4 strikeouts. Lost to Landon Knack, who pitched well. 7 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Took the loss. No, Josh Shorb's 5th save on the season. Express have now won back-to-back. They're 6-6. Comets are 6-6. They've now lost back-to-back for the first time since Sugarland. So that is a tough loss for them. Hopefully they can get something going to get back in it. While Bobby Miller, the starter for the Comets, which I'll have the Seattle Azul jerseys, taking on Michael Platzmeyer for the Express. As we'll first take a look at scores around the rest of the international and the PCL. I'll get ready to do 2 for the price of 1, so don't forget, we'll take a little bit of a break if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll be back tomorrow for 7:15 start. Gwinnett beat Norfolk 3-1 as we start our scoreboard. Winning pitcher Darius Vines improves to 1-1, his first win. Buck Farmer, his first save on the season. The loss to Levi Stouts, he is 2-1. RBIs for Garrett Cole and Kurt Castle for the Stripes. T.T. Bowens had the only RBI for the tie. Bison shut out the Bulls 1-0. That would be Buffalo shutting out Durham. Easton Lucas gets his first win. He's 1-0. Cole Solser got his first loss. He's 0-1. Ryan Yardberg picked up his first save on the year. Only run scored was a Josh Kasevich home run for the Bison. Columbus beat Worcester 6-2. Daniel Espino gets the win and improves to 2-0. Sam Henges gets his 4th save on the season. Zach Penrod got the loss. He is 1-2. Home runs for David Fry and Tyrese Turner for the Clippers. 2 RBIs for Angel Martinez and Juan Burrito. And for the Red Sox, RBIs for Carson Simas and Corey Roser for the Red Sox in the game. Wilkes-Barre Scranton beat Rochester 7-2. Clayton Beater gets the win and improves to 2-0. The loss to Cade Cavalli, he's 1-2. Home runs for Andres Caparillo for the Red Wings. Home runs for Elijah Dunham, Dominic Smith, Garrett Richardson. They had the 3 home runs for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Ben Rice and Alexander Vargas had the RBIs as well for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Iowa beat Louisville 3-1 in the contest. Jordan Wicks gets the win, his first win. He's 1-1. Phil Bickford gets his 4th save on the season. Julian Aguilar got his first loss. He's 2-1. Owen Cassie had a 2-run homer for the I-Cubs. Benjamin Cowles had an RBI for Iowa. Davis Wenzel had the only RBI for the Bats of Louisville. Indianapolis beat Toledo 6-1. Winning pitcher Thomas Harrington, he is 2-1. The loss to Keter Montero, he's 0-1. His first loss. The save to Peter Strzelecki, his 7th on the season. Emmanuel Valdez had 2 home runs and an RBI for the Indians. Jawan B., Matt Gorski, and Mike Jarvis had the RBIs for Indianapolis. Andrew Navigado had the only RBI for Toledo in the contest. Lehigh Valley beat Syracuse 7-4. Winning pitcher Mick Abel, he is 2-1. The loss went to Brandon Sproat, he's 1-1. The save went to Joel Kuhnel, his 3rd on the season. Nick Madrigal had the only home run for the Mets. Joey Menendez, Ryan Clifford, and Rafael Ortega had the RBIs as well as for Syracuse. Christian Aurora, Gabriel Riccones Jr., Ethan Wilson, Carson Taylor had RBIs for the Iron Pigs in the win. Memphis beat Nashville 7-3. Takoa Roby gets his first win. He's 1-1. Ryan O'Brien gets his first save on the season. Jacob Misorokowski got the loss. He's 1-1. Matthew Kopeck, Jose Barrera, and Isaac Collins had the RBIs for the Sound. Season lost to Jonathan Bolin. He's 1-2. Nick Prado and Eric Pena had the home runs for the Storm Chasers. Ty France had the only home run for the Saints. Yasier Mercedes and Jar Kamungo had the RBI, had also got RBIs as well for the Saints in the contest. And last but not least, Jacksonville takes out the Knights of Charlotte 5-2. Braxton Garrett gets his first win. He's 1-1. The loss went to Wilkman Gonzalez. He's 0-3. The save to Zavon Curry, his 3rd on the season. Edgar Cuero Omar Navarez had the RBIs for the Knights. Eric Wagman had a 3-run homer for Jacksonville. Victor Mesa Jr. and Javier Sanjona had the RBIs as well for the Jumbo Shrimp. To the PCL scoreboard, Isotopes Albuquerque beat Sugar Land 2-1. Evan Justice gets his first win. He's 1-0. Diego Costello gets his 4th save on the season. The loss went to Rafael Montero. He falls to 0-2. Chris Bryant and Julio Carreras had the RBIs for the Isotopes. Quincy Hamilton had the only RBI for the Space Cowboys of Sugar Land. Reno beat Salt Lake 7-4 at the new ballpark for the Bees. Tommy Henry gets his first win. He's 1-0. Shelby Miller picks up his 4th save on the season. Connor Brogdon gets his first loss. He's 0-1. Home runs for AJ Vukovic for the Aces. Blaze Alexander, Jose Herrera, Tristan English, Christian Robertson, and Jesus Valdez had the RBIs as well for the Aces of Reno. J.D. Davis, Nico Cabatas, Tucker Flint, and Christian Moore had RBIs for the Bees in the contest. El Paso shut out Las Vegas 1-0. Tom Cosgrove gets his first win. He's 1-0. The loss to Hogan Harris, he's 1-2. Only run scored was a Ripken Reyes RBI for the Chihuahuas in the contest. So El Paso, after losing 4 of 6, they're in the good columns. They won in the 10th inning. Sacramento beat Tacoma 5-1 in Tacoma Cheney Stadium. Trevor McDonald gets his first win. He's 1-1. 7 scoreless innings, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Good for him. The loss went to Reed Van Scoot. He's 0-1, his first loss. And there was no save. Tom Murphy, David Villar had the home runs for the River Cats. Murphy also added an RBI. Alstavides Bass Abe also had an RBI for the River Cats. Spencer Packard had the RBI for the Rainiers in the loss. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers had the day off. They're at home against the Chicago Cubs tomorrow night. Around the Dodgers minor league system, Double-A Tulsa, unlike the Comets, won in Arkansas 2-0. Same score as the Comets, except Tulsa got the win. River Wright, his 2nd win of the year, he's 2-0. Adam Samarias gets his first loss. He's 0-1. Only run scored was Jesus Gallus, 2 RBIs for the Drillers in the contest. Tulsa will take on Arkansas tomorrow night. So if Oklahoma City wants to get a win or a split, they have got to do better. They're going to take on the Express tomorrow night. It'll be a 7:15 first pitch. Bobby Miller needs to bounce back after a tough loss against the Chihuahuas. He's 0-1 with a 3.00 earned run average. Michael Plassmeyer is the starter for the Express. He's also looking for a bounce back. He's 1-1 with a 2.61 earned run average. 7:15 first pitch will be on the air at 7 p.m. here on the Blue Head. Here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Round Rock wins it 2-0. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Express. No runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Comets in the loss. Jack Leiter gets his first win. He's 1-0. The loss to Landon Knack, he's 1-2. Josh Schwarbs, his 5th save on the season. Round Rock has now won back-to-back. They are 6-6. The Comets are also 6-6. Thank you to our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios. I'm Didi Volo saying goodnight from Round Rock, Texas at Dell Diamond. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll do it again tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball presented by Heartland Flyer.